For the first time in history, renewable energy jobs outnumber fossil fuel jobs. Stay with me and I'll explain. You and I have an insatiable appetite for electricity. Come with me and we'll look at the issues relative to wind farms and the communities that they serve. This is the Windfarm Guy. Hi, this is Dennis Stout, and thank you for joining me for this episode of the Windfarm Guy. Let's talk for a moment about jobs. I've been in the wind industry for over 16 years, and in that time, I've seen the industry improve. Technology, output, safety, environmental responsibility, and the workforce all improve. Most everything about the industry has improved, but today I want to focus specifically on job growth. I grew up in the oil patch of West Texas, but I work in the renewables industry. You know, there is room for both, and there will be for a while as the world is making the transition to more sustainable energy sources. Follow the news, and you don't have to look very far to see reason for an all of the above energy strategy. I'm reminded about the 2014 Norwegian Oil and Gas Summit, where Elon Musk made a statement that if there were a button he could push to end all fossil fuel, he would not push it. He felt that would be irresponsible. The transition to plenty of energy and a clean environment is a long, complicated process, but it is one worth doing. For those who think renewables only work because of federal incentives, think again. Each form of energy has their own incentives. Oil and gases are woven into the tax code. You never hear about them. Renewables get theirs by stroke of a pen in Washington, D.C. That's why you hear about them. Think about it. Don't we want all our energy girded up by the government? Wars are won or lost because of fuel. They're also avoided by good energy policy. To my knowledge, every industrialized nation subsidizes their fuel sources or owns them outright. For the U.S. to not subsidize a part of our energy mix would make us vulnerable and would be foolish. That is why there is so much support for renewables along with fossil fuels. The world's population is growing, and with that growth come greater needs, and subsequently the jobs to meet those needs. As far as energy goes, there are more new jobs being created in renewable energy than fossil fuels. And this has been happening for years, decades even. Before late in the last century, hydropower was the only utility-scale zero-emission alternative for electricity generation in the U.S. However, the availability of hydropower is limited by geography. You just can't put a dam anywhere. Similarly, there are few areas that are suitable sites for geothermal. In contrast, solar panels and wind turbines can be located throughout the country, including offshore wind farms. It doesn't matter who has occupied the White House or the seats on Capitol Hill. Renewable energy jobs have been increasing at a greater rate than fossil fuels. Worldwide, clean energy is now estimated to account for more than half of the 65 million energy sector jobs across all regions except for Russia and the Middle East. Federal support for wind, solar, and other renewables have continued in the modern era during every administration through ongoing programs at the Department of Energy, as well as the Department of Interior and even the Department of Defense. Globally, there are now more renewable jobs than there are fossil fuel jobs. You should know that the workers in fossil fuels should not be worried. Many, if not most, of those employees have transferable skills. The skill set for some oil jobs are much the same as in renewables. In fact, some energy companies are even cross-training their employees to prepare them. It is predicted that up to 14 million new clean energy jobs could be created by 2030, with an additional 16 million fossil fuel workers switching to new roles related to clean energy. Some of the fastest growing renewable energy jobs are wind turbine technicians, solar installers, engineers, and construction workers. By the time President Biden took office, wind and solar were firmly planted in the U.S. energy landscape. The new Inflation Reduction Act, among other things, is designed to stimulate the renewables industry like never before. In an August analysis, the American Clean Power Association described the IRA as the single largest investment in renewable power in the history of this country, and the largest investment in climate action to date. If you like what I've said today, be sure and click like and subscribe below. If you have thoughts or want me to address a particular topic relative to wind farms, please also leave me a comment. The renewable energy industry has come of age. Is it perfect? No. Does it have all the problems worked out? No. Yet, despite the hurting economy, the renewable energy industry has entered a rapid growth period. Opportunities for employment and investment abound. This is Dennis Stout, and I'm the Windfarm Guy. Thank you for watching. Working together, we can make good energy decisions and save our planet. I am the Windfarm Guy.